What's up, guys? Welcome back to the vlog. Today we are just gonna do a bit of fire spinning practice. I usually go to a park that's nearby my place, and today is gonna be like the nicest day out of the next 5-6 days, so I really want to make sure I get some practice in because it's gonna be raining a lot. And yeah, it's relatively warmer compared to what the next couple days will be, so I just want to make sure that I get a good practice in. Okay, so I got a couple new upgrades. Did a little bit of shopping, and I got a couple new things since the last video that I posted. So first one and foremost is fuel. So this is how the fuel comes when I purchase it from Walmart. I get this at Walmart. Specifically, we get white gas fuel for fire. At least I do, because it burns pure, which means that there's very little smoke associated with it, and it evaporates quickly. So say I were to spill this on the floor, you would see the spill stain around, but it would be gone in maybe 30 seconds to a minute. So that's really, really safe, and that's really good, and you want that in case there's overspillage. And also when you're burning the fire too, you don't want crazy ass fumes all over the place. But basically, I'm able to reduce this giant gas can into this small bottle, which is basically like a water bottle essentially, and I can literally just store it inside of my backpack, which is awesome. This is new. I bought a fire extinguisher in case obviously something happens, like with, I throw it and something catches on fire. That's definitely not good. Good to have that. I bought a first aid kit. It's got like almost 200 different items in here, which is pretty sick. So definitely prepared for everything and anything, especially burns too. Really important. This is probably one of my favorite things that I bought. It's a portable bucket. So I think in one of my videos I showed already that I use the bucket to catch the excess fuel that I put on the fire knife. But it takes a lot of space, and it's really annoying putting it in my backpack. So this is really good for portability. Basically just folds like that, and I can use basically anywhere. Those are pretty much the main 4 things that I got, and they save so much space, they save so much time and effort, and I'm really, really happy that I got them. And they were all on Amazon, which is super convenient, so it turned out pretty well. Alright, what I've got to do first is basically I want to fill this guy up from the camp fuel. Just kind of have this filled up, so I use this first versus the tank. And also what's cool about this is that it's safety locked, so it's spill proof, and I can throw this shit around and it won't spill at all, and it's locked. So that's really important too. And also I like that it has labels on it that it's dangerous and that there's fuel, and it is fuel, because that's something important in case someone were to pick it up by accident. And it's funny because beforehand I used a thermo flask, and that worked for a little bit, but the alcohol started to actually deteriorate some of the plastic inside of the bottle. So I had a bunch of small chemicals in the fuel, which was kind of gross, and I totally destroyed the thermo flask. So this should be a nice replacement, and this should do the trick for a long period of time, which I'm excited for. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I'm gonna fill this guy up with some fuel and take it from there. Alright, now that everything's pretty much ready besides me lighting up, I just want to do some practice spinning just to get warmed up and to get the wrists settled, just so I'm not floppy and throwing shit all over the place, and that I'm prepared. So we're just going to warm up real quick. Alright, everyone has left, and we're about to light up. Let's do this. So this one I was just trying to do a couple new moves. There's one where like basically toss it, spring around like this. Yeah, it's tough because doing moves with my practice knife is so much easier than doing it with the actual knife itself. So there's kind of like a transitionary period where you have to basically learn the moves really well with your practice knife and then transfer it to doing it with fire. But it's 10 times scarier with fire, even though it's kind of like the same balance with the knife and everything. So it's kind of why I practice like on the side too, just to combine different moves and to see what I can kind of transfer from practice knife to the actual real thing. So, and then if you ever just want to put out, this is a fire resistant blanket. You basically just put on the middle and then kill the fire, relieving any oxygen because fire burns off with oxygen. So that was the first light up. I'm probably gonna do it maybe 1 or 2 more times. I'm trying to save and conserve fuel as much as I can. No burns. Usually, I don't know if you can see, but I usually char hair off of my arms, which is kind of funny. And sometimes I've done it with my hair too, like on my actual head. I went to go get haircuts and the barber's like, what the hell happened to your hair? And it's charred off and it's like burnt. And I'm like, I was playing with fire. But yeah, that's kind of all part of the job. Luckily, I haven't burned myself. I had this really bad burn. I don't know if you can see the blister, it's kind of crazy, but yeah. I had a pretty annoying burn a couple weeks ago and that's starting to heal, but it just kind of gets in the way when you burn yourself a lot because especially if it's in your hands, you can't practice and spin as well, or you can, but it hurts. So I try to be really careful, especially with these practice sessions. So, okay, enough talk. We're gonna light up 1 or 2 more times and then we'll call it a night. Watch this. Woo, magic. All right, that's pretty much it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Just did a quick little practice session. But anyway, that's all I have for you. So peace, until next time.